Hey Broncos country, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me on my video analysis of the Denver Broncos and going into our first playoff game in 9 years since our Super Bowl victory in Super Bowl 50, when Peyton Manning proved, even with a declining ability as far as arm strength goes, we could still win this with a dominant defense. Von Miller winning the MVP of Super Bowl 50. And we, of course, had that great secondary. This year, we are sneaky. So this year, we're sneaky. We're going into Buffalo. The under-over in this game, to me, is a little surprising. It's 47 points. 47 points with Buffalo, excuse me, being an 8.5 point favorite. So if that is the case, right, you take your over versus the point spread. It just doesn't really add up to me. So right now, that would mean if you take 47 points, Buffalo being an 8.5 point favorite, that would mean Denver only scores 15. 15 seems a little light to me. We have a rookie quarterback, but this rookie quarterback, in my opinion, is playing more like a halfway through the season, second year quarterback. He's 24 years old. It's true, he played a ton of college ball. 5 years, I believe. His first couple years, I believe he played, or 3 years actually, I believe he played in Auburn as a freshman, sophomore. His dad, by the way, was a quarterback in Auburn. But his freshman, sophomore year, it looked like he started off great, kind of not so great in his second year. He went on to Oregon. And he had some great success at Oregon. However, he was more of a dink and dunker. To me, that is just more of a... it's more of the fact that that's what the playbook used. It's not his ability, as he's proven this year. So Sean Payton right now, he does like dink and dunk. However, if you watch Bo Nix, that guy, he can run. He's very, very mobile. Surprised a lot of people with his mobility this year, which I thought was exceptional. Surprised the heck out of me, I'm not going to lie, but in a great way. So, but if you watch him, he's always looking downfield. He's always looking for that deep pass before he runs off, which is great. A lot of mobile quarterbacks are looking to run, especially early on in their career. This guy is looking to find that deep pass, which to me is going to be a great thing when we finally get that burner at number one. So right now, of course, we have a situation where right now we have that Russell Wilson contract hurting us on the salary cap. I think it's going to hit us approximately $39 million next year on the salary cap. That's the final year. We're done after that. Thank you, Lord. Anyway, the salary cap, as it always does every year, it goes up, and that's what's going to happen this year. So I'm hoping that we can get that number one burner type game breaker. Have Courtland Sutton, who's an excellent number two, in my opinion. No hate towards Courtland Sutton. I think he's a great number two. But he's not that burner. He's great on that 50-50 type catch. He's great at getting those touchdowns, especially with Bo Nix. They have a chemistry, obviously, which will be great if we keep him as a number two. Keep Mims, who is developing as that Swiss Army guy, but he's a slight guy. I think he's around 5'11", 185, is he? I think he's right around that. And he put on some weight. I think he's 176 when he entered the league in his rookie season last year. This season, had a little bit more weight. I don't think he's even 185, actually. I think he's 183. Splitting hairs. However, we are starting to learn how to use him. We're starting to see what he can do. So we need a running back, number one running back. And we need that game breaker type number one wide receiver. Either we get lucky in the draft or we find someone in free agency or trade. T. Higgins, possibly. Number two with Cincinnati, however, that guy could be number one in most teams. But anyway, my point being, the over-under on this game would mean 47 total points, 15 points for Denver. And that would give, I believe, let's take a look here, 32 points to Buffalo. Okay, that's in range. That is in range. However, 15 is low for Denver. So, in my opinion, we have, if I were betting, I'm not a huge bettor, but if I were betting on this game, I would bet the over. I think this game is going to produce at least 51 points. We have temperatures in the mid-20s, which is frigid in Buffalo, but I don't think we have snow. And we have wind in, I think, a 15-mile-per-hour range estimated. It's a little early, obviously. It is Tuesday, the 7th of January, and we've got we've got till Sunday on this game. So we've got a few days. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. If the weather does cooperate, I don't think it's going to affect either quarterback passing the ball or even throwing. No snow on the ground. That field should be clean. Not too much wind. However, my analysis of this game, I am going to, don't hate me for this, I'm a Bronco fan. I am so happy we're here. But I think this game is going to produce a ton of fear in Buffalo. A ton of, are we going to pull this out during the game? But I believe the score will be 27, Buffalo, 24, Denver Broncos. I think obviously 15 is too low for Denver, and I think the Denver Broncos defense will be able to hold Buffalo to 27. I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm so happy. However, I would take the Buffalo Bills at 27 points, Denver Broncos at 24 points, and we'll see what happens with the forecast. But thanks for watching my video. I'm going to follow this up with the second segment of the analysis of the game, with a little bit of a breakdown of player versus player, corners versus wide receivers, linebackers versus tight ends. So thanks for watching the video. Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, as I plan on doing more videos. And I hope this first video isn't too painful for you. I hope I'll get better. But thanks for watching.